Welcome back to the office of... That's a terrible intro. Okay. Welcome back to my office. I am Kyle McCaskill, the Director of Media and Communications here at Trinity United Methodist Church in Ruston, Louisiana. And today we are going to share some great, useful information for you. And by we, I mean me and Becky Clark, our fantastic Director of Adult Spiritual Formation. We have fancy titles here.
Yes, we do. Really long titles that nobody really wants to say.
That's right. You know, you do the Bible study stuff.
Right.
I do this stuff.
You make me look good.
Right.
That's really what you do.
So today we've got a lot of information to share with our congregation. So why don't we just dive in?
Yeah. So we wanted to update everybody on kind of the things that are going on as we're moving forward, and be able to communicate as clearly as we possibly could. And so one of the things that we want to talk about is our 9:30 worship service and our 10:45 worship service.
Okay.
Because we, with the coronavirus, there's a capacity of 50%. We still haven't reached that yet.
Okay.
And so we want to really encourage people, if they are kind of on the fence about coming back to worship or not, that we still have space and that we are taking all the precautions that we can for safety's sake.
Right.
So we skip rows in the worship services. We skip space in the worship services. We highly encourage masks in the worship services. And I want to clarify the mask thing for everybody is we really encourage the masks when you are in the spaces where people mostly congregate.
Right, okay.
So then when you get to your seat, if you want to remove your mask so you can sing and all that kind of stuff, and you're a stationary spot, then that's fine. And then put it back on when you leave. But in those spaces where we're walking by each other potentially, we're encouraging for masks.
Right.
And we know they're helpful and they make people feel pretty safe. And
Right.
that's what we want when we walk through the doors here. We don't want people to feel unsafe in any way. We want them to feel like this is the place where they can come and feel safe and worship. And so,
Yes.
so we've got space for people. We want people to come back to in-person worship if they feel safe enough to come.
Right. I think I noticed on the doors to the sanctuary that our maximum capacity right now is 300 people.
Yeah,
and of course
in the sanctuary.
that includes the balcony as well. I'm assuming.
Yep.
So yes, balcony as well. So we're not at 300 people there yet.
Nope.
So we can come on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Come to worship and be with us and be with each other and fellowship from a distance.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that attached to worship is last Sunday we opened nursery up for the infants and all the way to 4-year-olds.
Right.
And so we're hoping that will be a helpful thing for families with young kids that they know can't sit through worship services, can't really wear a mask, that kind of stuff. And so all you got to do is drop your kid off kind of at the front door of the children's wing, and they'll check them in, and they're taking tons of precautions as well for safety for your babies as well. So trying to do what we can to be safe, but encourage people to be here with us.
That's right. The two are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You can still be safe and be here at the church participating.
That's right. And we respect those who aren't quite ready, which is why, one of the things that I want to say over and over again, how thankful I am of what you do and have done, and really what you set up way before we even got anywhere near coronavirus with YouTube, being able to watch our services on YouTube, our Facebook live feed for the refuge service, the fact that we have worship on TV and on the radio, so we can offer these really great ways for people to continue to be in worship with us if they are not ready to come back to in-person.
And that goes all the way back to 1986. I mean, we've got a history of doing that, so it's just part of our culture to think outside the walls of the church. So I kind of inherited that, and for that, I'm very thankful.
Well, yeah, but you've done a phenomenal job, and the quality is fabulous, and so I think that really helps. And you added recently that if the registration, if somebody is watching online,
right.
And so tell us that you're watching with us. We want to know, because that gets us excited that our family is together, and it's hard to be together in this time. So for me, like if I see a name of somebody who's watching on TV, but they've registered their attendance, it just makes me warms my heart that they were with us in worship, So registering attendance is a simple, great way. Yeah. Thank you for adding that for us. Okay, so the next thing I want to kind of let everybody know about is Sunday school, because I think that's the big thing, kind of what's happening.
Right.
And so we weren't sure who was going to come potentially to Sunday school if we opened it. So Pastor Raleigh Walker was so gracious that he agreed just for August to kind of be our guinea pig teacher, I guess, and teach in the fellowship hall. And we got great response. So
I think we almost hit our capacity the first week. We
almost hit our capacity. We're still really close to our 50% capacity in the fellowship hall, which is really such a wonderful problem to have, because it's not really a problem. And so we're hoping in September that maybe a few other Sunday school classes will open up. Because the Sunday school class is really, to me, an even safer place to come and be in fellowship and study scripture together. Less people. We're still asking for people to wear masks in those spaces. And so there's just not as many people around.
Yeah.
But it's a great place to fellowship.
Oh, yeah.
And, and we know that right now, with the times kind of being different than they have been with our worship services, we're doing Sunday school at 10:45 for adults, but we can totally adjust and change. And this is the cool thing is we can try some new things.
Right.
And see who we reach, and see who would be interested in church or Sunday school, because we still have a huge amount of people who are not connected to any of those things.
That's right.
So just kind of seeing what God does. So that's what we're doing in Sunday school. And the youth and the children's Sunday school is going to open in September.
September.
Yes.
Let's say it again.
September. Which is just a few weeks away.
That's exciting.
Yes. So for those parents who have kids and are kind of figuring out, well, what would I do if I went to Sunday school? Well, now your kids have Sunday school to go to as well. And this is just another step for us as we're kind of, I hate to use the term opening church again, but I don't really know what else.
Yeah. Well, we never really closed because we were always here. At least the core group of us were always here. And I know our congregation was very faithful in being engaged online while that was our only option. So we're easing back into more stuff happening here at Trinity.
Yeah. But one of the main things is we want to make sure we do that in as safe as a way as possible. Yeah. That's kind of why it's taken us a while. But we feel like we've got some things in place so that we can have Sunday school for all ages really safely and still social distancing and all that kind of stuff. But we want to be together and we want to live life.
Yeah.
This is so much better and easier than a phone call or a Zoom or we're just missing somebody. And so we're trying to get back to that as slowly as we can. So Sunday school for youth and children happening. Also, September 2nd.
I feel like this is a big deal.
This is a huge deal. September 2nd, we are going to do our fall kickoff.
Okay.
Which means family dinner begins again, and we're going to do a cookout. Because who doesn't like hot dogs and hamburgers, right? They're so good. I love me a hamburger. So we're going to have a cookout that night, and that starts at 5:15, I think, 5 o'clock.
5:15.
5:15, and then at 6 o'clock, we're going to have adult small groups that are willing to be here in person, youth small groups that are going to be here in person, and some children's stuff that's going to happen as well. And so we're kind of kicking off our somewhat of our regular fall things, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I figure if the kids can be in school, they can be here, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and we want them to be reconnected, and we're so that Karen is here as our new children's minister.
Yes, who y'all are going to meet very soon.
Yes,
y'all are going to meet her very soon.
Good, she's amazing. But man, we have they need to be back together and have the opportunity to talk about Jesus with one another and to be encouraged in their faith. And so I'm so excited that those events, Sunday school and Wednesday night and all that's kind of coming back. And we know that that's going to be a slow process as well. But we start somewhere with a few and we'll grow again. So
you got to start somewhere.
That's right. So September 2nd.
September 2nd.
You got to be here.
September 2nd.
That's right. So I wanted to also say before we're done, there's a few Bible studies that we're going to launch in September as well for anybody who is interested, as well as still opportunities for those who are not ready for in-person, but we have opportunities for online things that we want to continue to encourage. The first thing is the men's small group. Are you going?
That's right.
Are you going?
I would love to be able to go, honestly.
You have to take your daughter to school every day.
I have a child that has to be delivered to school.
Got it. But for those who don't necessarily have to do that,
right.
Pastor Chris is going to be leading a Wednesday morning men's Bible study, weekly Bible study at 6:30 in the Fellowship Hall, 6:30 a.m., which I know is early. But what a fabulous way to start the day.
Yeah.
And he's going to be walking through, he said on the front end, the book of Ephesians.
And I'm really excited. And I'm actually kind of disappointed that logistically I can't work that out.
Yeah.
Because, my kids go in opposite directions at the same time.
Yeah.
But Ephesians is one of my favorite books, and it's got a lot of great things to say for men in the church. And how to be that positive presence in the church life, in your family's life, and in our community's life. And so I'm really excited to hear conversations with other guys that are going to that, and to maybe even have some conversations with Chris one-on-one just about how that's going.
Yeah.
So guys need to go.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
And since we're doing it in the Fellowship Hall, we have a lot of space to grow because the capacity there is really just at phase 2, 60 people.
Yeah.
We hope we get to phase 3 soon and we can fit more. But there's lots of space for men to come and be in the Word together. So
right.
I'm so excited that Pastor Chris is leading that. We're going to do 2 kind of women's studies kind of in this fall area. Lindsay Hurd is leading a women's Bible study on Wednesday night from the book Better, or the study Better by Jen Wilkin.
Okay.
And she's so cool that she's going to you can do in person with her, and she's going to Zoom people in if they're not ready to kind of come back yet. So if you're a lady and wants to be a part of that Bible study, let me know. I'll sign you up. And then if you're not ready to kind of be here in person, we'll get you the information about how to Zoom.
Okay.
So I'm really thankful that Lindsay's going to be doing kind of both options.
All right. So we will make sure, and we're going to post this on Facebook. We'll make sure and have all this information, links to whatever we need.
Yes.
In comments so that you can get all that information.
Yeah, and you can go check the hub with all this information on the website. Yeah. So if you watch this video and then you think about it later and you don't want to watch the video again, go to the hub and all this information will be listed there.
TrinityRuston.org/hub.
Yes.
There's 3 places from the front page of the website you can get to it from.
Yes, and it has tons of great information. Okay, the next Bible study is Ephesians Women's Bible Study.
Okay.
And that's going to be led by Carolyn Smith. And she's going to, I know she's amazing. That's going to be, it'll start September 10th at 10 a.m. in the morning. So that's Thursday mornings. And I think it's an 8-week study of kind of an in-depth digging into the book of Ephesians. So we have an Ephesians study for men, and then we have an Ephesians study for women, which is going to be really, really cool.
That will be good.
Yes. And then Marie and I are leading a Joshua study, and that's also going to start September 10th at 10 a.m. here at the church.
Rumor has it that one is going to be recorded and will be available online too.
Yeah, so we're going to do what we've done before when Marie and I do our studies. We're going to film it. We film it on Thursday, hopefully with some people here, and then you kind of do the editing and launch it on Friday online.
That's the way to do it.
So that'll be another in-person or online study that we'll be offering. And this one is going to be a 10-week study, and it is really good. Really, I've been totally enjoying digging into Joshua.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to share with other people. Okay, then we have two other things I want to mention. One is we have tons of online Bible studies that we have done.
Right.
And so if you don't want to join for Joshua or something else, we still have the Leviticus study up. We have the Hebrew study up that we did. We filmed an Esther study.
Right. The Esther study was fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. It was super good. And it was, I learned so many things, and I thought it was so appropriate.
Oh, definitely.
At the time, which obviously I would have never known when I felt like I was supposed to do Esther, but I thought it was such an interesting study. So we have those online, and we hope to add more in the future. And then we still have Right Now Media that people can utilize. I mean, thousands of great resources on Right Now Media. So if somebody wants to use the Right Now Media resources, isn't there a link on the Hub?
There is, yes. Well, there's a link on the Hub, but there's also a link under the Grow tab of our website, where they can get in touch directly with you so that you can get them all set up.
Yeah, and it's totally free.
Yeah.
And I mean, the library of Right Now Media is full with resources for kids and for youth and for preteens and for married people, finances. If you want to do a men's study, a women's study, I mean, you think of it and it is there.
Right.
And really, really, really well done.
Yeah.
And so we really want to continue to offer that resource. And you don't have to be a member here at Trinity to use that. In fact, one of the things that I'm not sure people really know is that it's a really great outreach resource for us. So if you have some friends who you think may be interested in it and they don't go to Trinity, they can still email me and I will give them all the access because we want people to be studying the Word and have wonderful resources, Christian resources. So this is not just for Trinity members. It's for anybody who has an interest.
Yeah.
So we have those online resources as well. I think that's it, Kyle. I think that's all the stuff we have to update on.
Covered a lot of stuff.
We have, but so many really good things are happening.
Yeah. All right, so let's recap. We've got worship, come.
Worship, come.
We got room.
That's right. We have room 9:30 and 10:45.
9:30, 10:45. And we have Sunday school, adult Sunday school.
Adult Sunday school, which is starting at, it happens at 10:45 right now. I think the children and youth are going to be at 9:30, but don't quote me on that yet. I don't know that detail, but we should know hopefully by tomorrow.
That's right.
What that detail is.
And next is September 2nd.
September 2nd, yes.
September 2nd.
Family night.
Something big happening on September 2nd.
Family barbecue.
Family dinner.
Barbecue. Yumminess.
Hamburgers, hot dogs. Delicious. Okay. And then...
Stay. After.
Bible study, small groups, and the Bible studies throughout the week.
That's right.
All this information on the Trinity Hub. TrinityRustin.org/hub.
Yes.
Let us know if we've missed anything. Send us a comment. Send us an email.
Yeah, or if you have any questions about anything else that may be going on or that you miss that we haven't restarted or talked about. We want to get information out as easily as possible. So if people are wondering about other things, let us know so we can address those things.
So big, exciting things.
Yep.
It's a great time to be at Trinity.
It is a great time to be at Trinity.
All right. Signing off, Kyle and
Becky.
We'll see y'all later.